weird. Like this story just came out from an insider giving us a preview of potentially the roster for Avengers 5.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, this is that Tony Stark face is what a lot of people are making. That's what
Right.
a lot of people looking at were when they read that list of potential roster members. It has some interesting names on there, but I don't know, I was going over this the other day, and this is from shout out to Alex, who's a popular insider, and he's saying as of right now, a potential look at the roster would would be this, and so that's Captain America, Captain America, which is Sam Wilson, not Steve. That's Captain America. That's
Why is
Sam Wilson,
Falcon there? Oh, the new Falcon.
the new Falcon. Who is the Torres? I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he
So
was in
yeah,
Top Gun.
he was in Top Gun. Yeah, I think he was in Top Gun Maverick. He was in I know he was in they introduced him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right, right.
But yeah, basically the Spanish guy, he'll be playing the new Falcon. Sam Wilson is going to be the new Captain America. Then you got Captain Marvel, potentially the Hulk coming back. Then you got Wong because Doctor Strange is currently in another dimension with Clea. You have Valkyrie as a replacement for Thor. Then you have Shang Chi and Katy, like his sidekick,
Why?
Aquafina from who's apparently that's a thing now. Like she learned how to shoot a bow at the end of the movie, and now she's going to be an Avenger apparently. And
Why
then
would
Ant Man and
Valkyrie
Wasp.
be there and not Thor? Like Thor didn't die.
Yeah,
He,
my guess would be because she's the new king of Asgard, and he's like running a daycare right now. He's
yeah, that's just not gonna work. Like that's great value Avengers, and I like a lot of those characters, but like they can't be the group. Like it's real tough to look at that group and feel the same way you felt about Steve Rogers and Tony Stark. Like just those two alone.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like they don't even have the Stark. They only have a Stark replacement there. They the Ironheart. They don't have the Black
Like
Widow replacement in
I feel like
Yelena.
Captain Marvel is kind of the Stark replacement in a way.
Mm, nah, I mean that.
Not like a
Yeah,
shot for shot, but
yeah.
like I feel like she's like Sam obviously takes the Steve role, and Carol takes the Tony role.
But I don't even see that because she's not a leader. She's not whippy. Like I see it's weird. Like I don't even see how that's going. Like I can see Wong really having kind of the Tony role, but just less antagonistic, or yeah, maybe, because he's. I don't know. This is a weird one. Like I feel like in this movie, Captain Marvel is going to be just going to be serious face the whole time and punching things. Like like they never give her any like personality in any of
What do you
her
mean? She
adaptations.
just had she was in the song verse. She sang and wore
Like
a gown
yeah,
for all the people that didn't see that movie.
yeah, she was a Disney princess at one point. Like
Yeah.
the only part of that movie where there was a chance of her having like real character development was when Kabbalah stopped her fangirling for a second and was confronted with the reality that Captain Marvel, was potentially responsible for countless atrocities and may not be quite the hero that she thought. And then like they just got over it like 3 seconds later. Like, oh, let's not delve into that. Let's keep moving. We got cats to look at. We can't have any serious character development or emotional tension or anything like that.
Yeah, but like so here's the thing, like they obviously would have to like advance her character a little bit. Like in the comics, she is very much a leader, and that goes back to what Sadot said. They need to be more you know, more true to their characters. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's also the question of, I mean, is she even coming back? Like, is like, because obviously he said this list is not the final list, and things could change, especially since Avengers 5 could end up getting delayed. But even then, like, is Carol actually going to come back? Like, is Brie Larson coming back as Cap?
It depends on what her contract was, I guess. I don't know. I feel like, and I like Sam Wilson, but I just feel like it's not Avengers if you don't have Iron Man and like to me
They
that's
only
what
have,
the Avengers is.
they don't even
And
have
Steve
Spider Man.
Rogers.
They don't even have Spider Man.
But like Spider-Man isn't really an Avenger. Like Spider-Man is famously like the only person that ever quit the Avengers. You know? Like
But
he
but at least we saw him at one point with
with the
the
Avengers.
with
Yeah.
he was one of the highlights of Civil War, and
Yeah.
he's not going to be anywhere on this movie because obviously they have to apparently they're going to do it after Spider-Man 4. Personally, he's going to, so maybe he'll be in Avengers 6.
All right, I'll be right back.
There, while Jay's peeing, I'll continue to shit on the MCU. No, but I have high hopes for some of these potential Avengers projects, but yeah, not this roster is it's a rough one. Don Geo coming through with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Don Geo. Make sure you get yourself a nice round of applause for that. Sorry, guys, but this roster is a major L at this point. Just reboot because I only care for Spider-Man and nothing else for new MCU now. Shares Rob's reporting on the Geek News. Here's $10. I appreciate that. Yeah, so what looks like is happening is they're gonna have a World War Hawk movie because that's why Hawk is on this apparently. They're gonna have the plot. The plot is the weird thing because they've obviously had to do a lot of reshuffling because of the situation with Kang and Jonathan Majors. There was talk that they aren't going to do Kang Dynasty potentially. Now it looks like they may just recast the Jonathan Majors role, but there's still a lot of question marks about how they're going to do that Kang Dynasty, or the Secret Wars is still a go, but those Avengers movies are still very much up in the air. They are doing the World War Hawk movie, not because they finally got the film rights back to make full Hawk movies because before they were tied up with Universal. That's why they could have Hawk appear in like shows and movies, but they couldn't have too much of them because they didn't have the rights. Now they have the full rights, so they're going to do a full World War Hawk movie, and reportedly it's going to be like an Avengers, a lower level Avengers type of movie, and we could if it is even somewhat faithful to the World War Hawk storyline. I know they changed a ton in the MCU already from that World War Hawk story, but if it's a little bit like it, then we could see the Hawk fight other members of the Avengers and other superheroes. So we could potentially see some more interesting cameos before they team up. But this is still supposedly heading towards a showdown with the Council of Kangs and everything, and that's those Kangs are not going to be played by Jonathan Majors. There's current rumors that Domingo from Walking Dead is potentially going to be on one of the short lists to potentially replace Kang. I was hearing rumors that potentially Kang might end up getting pushed to the side in favor of the Beyonder as like a surprise addition, and then they'll use that to bring in Doctor Doom. But there's a lot up in the air about the future. I mean, especially with this news about the Sentry. We just had news that Stephen Yeun was supposedly cast to play the Sentry. Now he's out.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Like, I like him as an actor. Don't get me wrong. I just
great
do not
actor.
like him as
He's not the Sentry. He's not the Sentry. So I don't know if that means Sentry is not going to be a part of the Thunderbolts movie. I think they still are going to go that route, but it won't be. But if it is, it won't be Steven Yeun in the role.
Yeah, I
Fortunately,
just feel like I don't know. It's just uninspiring to me.
it is like just looking at this roster, like I really like some of these characters, but just in practice, it's like especially Wong and Katy, especially Katy, like in like Shang Chi, whatever, but Katy, why?
Yeah, I
Why?
don't. I feel like you would have her just in the background. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
understand. Oh, we gotta have Aquafina in there for the comic relief. You know.
but she wasn't funny. That's the thing. I
It's
didn't laugh
funny
one
though. Like
time in that movie.
yeah, like I felt like that was like I'm generally annoyed by Aquafina in general, and she plays the same character in like every movie. Um, but like that was like the least annoying I felt like she was. I thought she was actually decent in Shang-Chi.
She was
So
decent. She was decent as a sidekick, but Wong was like the only funny one in
yeah.
in the movie. It's just like, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't it. It just was. It was not hitting. And for those wondering, I know a lot are wondering why Kamala Khan isn't on this list. I feel you. So 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 the plan is that they're going to try to go forward with a Young Avengers project, and that right now would currently be Kamala, Kate Bishop, and Cassie Lang. Ironheart as well, assuming she has a future in the MCU. I don't know what they're doing with her show.
So 4 girls.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean,
that one kid that Sam Wilson met for like 5 minutes, probably be the Patriot.
uh, yeah, I don't even remember that kid. I assume they were. I would assume they did introduce Kid Loki though at one point, so I thought they might try that. The only other potential member they did touch. Banner did technically introduce his son at
Yeah.
the She-Hulk barbecue, so they could throw in there. But basically, from what I know right now, what they established, the Young Avengers right now would be Kamala, Cassie, Ironheart, Kate Bishop, and America Chavez.
The MCU.
You bigot, he said it, bigot.
Texas, like let's get it all there. No, I don't necessarily hate the idea of that. Honestly, I feel like Kamala and Kate together would just be great in
Yeah,
general.
yeah. Kamala is amazing. Just amazing. Like anytime you want a Mom Valley in something, I'm there. Like she's a great actress, and even though I thought Hawkeye was absolute dog shit, I don't think it was because of Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
I thought Haley did a really good job in the role. I thought I thought she was a great Kate, but I thought the show itself was just utter dog water.